I'm wondering how seriously you take your thoughts and feelings. How often you get caught up in them and allow them to lead you down lots of different paths and potential rabbit holes. I'm wondering whether you, like I have in the past, worry about how much you're worrying, get stressed over your stress, get anxious over your anxiety. Yeah, we often can get really caught up in our thoughts and feelings. And my question is whether our thoughts and feelings are something that we need to take as seriously as we seem to be taking them. We all have them, right? Thoughts, feelings. So on a basic level, what are thoughts? Well, they're words, they're images that come into our minds. Some of them really useful, some of them that serve us, some of them that maybe come from that kind of deep gut sensation, that inner wisdom that we have. But a hell of a lot of them actually just pop into our heads almost quite randomly. A lot of them come into our heads and they're actually not things that we really do think or feel in the moment. They're based on a past version of ourselves. They're based on beliefs that we hold, that we've taken on from a young age that actually, if we checked in with, probably don't serve us anymore. And so those thoughts come in, and then what happens from those words and images? Well, on a basic level, a feeling's created, a physiological sensation in our bodies from those images, those words, is created. And of course, if we haven't checked that thought, if we haven't noticed that thought and realized whether it serves us or whether it doesn't serve us, then the feeling that comes from it is going to be felt as if that thought is completely true. I certainly used to go through my life almost thinking and feeling that my thoughts and feelings were some message from the heavens or some kind of important, serious thing that was completely true and honest, and I had to take them completely seriously. But actually, just stop and step into your rational mind for a moment and identify the fact that a hell of a lot that's going on up there isn't necessarily useful, isn't necessarily honest even, isn't necessarily the truth. And even when it is the truth, if we can ask ourselves the question, how is this thought serving me? This thought that's going to lead to a feeling, unless I catch it early, how is it serving me? What's the story I'm telling myself? What else could be true? Then actually we're doing ourselves a massive disservice. So I'm kind of calling bullshit on our thoughts and feelings being something we have to take seriously. Certainly not at all times. We've got to be aware of them. Yeah, we've got to notice them, listen to them. That's the thing that's really important. But actually, after that, we can check in and we can see whether they're serving us and whether they're not. And hopefully we can kind of halt them, lower them, turn the volume down on them in their tracks before they turn into a physiological feeling in our bodies. A feeling that if we continue to think that thing and feel that feeling and think that thing and feel that feeling, will turn into a habit, will turn into a program that we're running, will turn into a schema in our minds, and will eventually turn into our personality, our identity, who we identify as being. So just thinking about it really rationally for a moment, I want you to recognize that thoughts and feelings are simply signs. They're just signs. And think about a sign. A sign is something where we have a moment to stop, notice, and decide which way to go. Often signs are kind of showing us to stop doing something or to start doing something. So if we take some really basic feelings to start off with, all right? Some that we've been completely conditioned from being really young to recognize as being very natural. So, for example, I feel hungry. I feel hungry. What's that a sign of? That sign is telling us to stop fasting and to start fueling. Simple as that. What about I feel tired? I feel tired. Well, that's telling us to stop rallying and start resting. It's telling us to stop running around and start lying down and taking care of ourselves. What about I feel like I need a wee? Yeah? We all have that feeling. We all experience that in our bodies. And yet, we don't stress about it. We don't go, oh my God, what does this mean? Oh my gosh, I've got this feeling. What does this mean? It's a message from the heavens. It's something I've got to take really seriously. It's something I've got to worry about. It's something that I've got to take on. It must mean something deeper. Actually, we just go, I feel like I need a wee. All right, I'm going to go for a wee. I'm going to stop retaining and I'm going to start releasing. So what if we thought in that sort of way about our other feelings? The feelings that maybe we haven't been taught about from a young age to see in more simple terms. I feel low. So what could that be a sign for? What could it be telling us to stop doing? And what could it be telling us to start doing? So a thought comes in, a thought with a feeling of feeling low. Well, maybe it's just telling us to stop languishing in our downbeat thoughts, to stop overthinking things, to stop being judgmental and judging other things, to stop coming from a place of fear and anger and hurt, to stop going over and over past stories, and to start intentionally in that moment thinking about things that we know make us feel good. Bringing up a past memory that we know puts a smile on our face. Doing something in that present moment that we know will lift our energy. To start getting up and moving our bodies, changing our state. What if that's all that feeling was signposting us to do? I feel angry. So stop finding ways that the external world's against us. Stop looking for things outside ourselves to make us feel happy and start thinking about all the reasons why we're content and grateful and lucky and blessed right now. It really could be as simple as noticing the signs that our thoughts and our feelings are showing us and thinking about, what's this sign asking me to stop? And what's this sign asking me to start? If we really think about that internal chatter, if we can kind of split into those two minds and watch and notice what the voices in our heads are doing, and how that might potentially lead us to feel, then we can start to change it. So I'm really curious, what sorts of things come into your head? What do you think and what do you feel that could be taking you down a difficult path? And what might it be telling you to start doing and stop doing? I'd love to know, so drop me a comment. And as always, have a fantastic day. Take care, and I'll see you soon.